Woo. All right. What's good, y'all? For guys who didn't know, I was going to go live today. I posted that in the Discord. I was working on a lot of things right now, man. It's been kind of crazy. Off season is approaching. CS5 is approaching. It's about to be crazy, y'all. It's about to be crazy. Let's see what we got here right now. Got Amir Williams, Shaw Williams, appreciate you coming through. Drew Brewer, EA, Dorian Chavis, Dakotas, Drizzy. What's going on, man? Lido, I think I already said Lido. No, I didn't. It's good, Lido. Fabuloso right there. We got Anthony Washington, AW in the building. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Caleb Houston, what's good? Rodney Goins, Zion Waddles, DL, David Leathers in the building. CP, the big bulldog, man, the big dog, Jermaine Taylor, Relo Bowl champion now, and national champion. Storyline for that guy. Eric Strauder, man. I can say runner-up, but hey, man, great season we had. Michael Blunt, and I think that's all the guys. Oh, we got that one guy, 1439. I'm looking all over. Okay, I got the names over here. I forgot that one guy, 1439. Where's that at? So I can try to catch up. We got quite a few people here right now. Appreciate you guys coming through, man. If I didn't say your name already, you already know it's love. This is about to be the theme song. I picked this out for the RFL, so I used it for the Relo Bowl. It's actually going to be a theme song for the RFL. I'm trying to get some soundtracks together so that way I can make it where we have a soundtrack for Monday Night Football, a soundtrack for Thursday, stuff like that, so it could be like have its own feel. So not all the way official of doing that just yet, like for next season, but it'll definitely be implemented in season 10. What's going on, Pat? If I ain't said it already, got the old skinny. But yeah, this podcast really shouldn't be too long, guys. As you guys probably saw from the thumbnail, if you haven't already, I'll go ahead and just briefly look through here and these notes real fast and tell you what we're going to be going through. So first thing, of course, we're going to be recapping the Relo Bowl. We already 2 weeks past the Pro Bowl, so the Pro Bowl, it is what it is, man. We had a great turnout. Guys came and watched that. NRC was able to win again. And then in the we'll recap that Relo Bowl, like I said. Then we'll be talking about the off season, right? The re-sign week. We are currently in re-sign week. Re-signing has happened today. So I just advanced today. We've got our list of guys who retired. Unfortunately, I forgot to add that to this, but I can show you that within the game, because what I'm going to be doing as well is I'm going to be showing you guys what's currently going on. Since we're in the re-signing stage, we're going to show you guys who currently has gotten re-signed and things of that nature, who's going to be hitting free agency and things like that. There's some teams that still haven't gotten their re-signs all the way done yet. I know for me, I got 5 more CPU teams to go through, but you know, there's a couple coaches I've seen probably haven't hit their stages yet, or probably just aren't going to sign anybody. But yeah, we're going to be going through the re-signings, showing you who's got re-signed into what. I'll also be adding, just to put some more length on the podcast, you know, why I re-signed guys that I did for CPU teams, to kind of give you guys a little bit of in-depth look at, you know, just why, you know, about the teams and things like that, at least for CPU teams. Coaches, I'm pretty sure, are going to be posting news about who they re-signed. Coaches, let me know in the chat if you want me. I might as well spoil it and let guys know who you guys re-signed anyway, so that way I'll just say who they re-signed. You want an explanation or anything, you can just post that on social media, so guys will be able to find out all the players who's going to be getting re-signed back to their teams. Then after that, I'm going to be talking about the stages in which we're going to be going through for this off season. Going to be talking about the College Series 5 check-ins, which guys already put out a post this morning about guys having to have to check in. I'll talk more about that. And then the transfer portal, when that's going to actually be officially open and in effect. And then we're going to be talking a bit about the schedule, what's going on with the College Series schedule. And then we're going to take open questions and call it a day. So first, let's go ahead and get into the Relo Bowl, right? So the Relo Bowl was quite the game. It kind of turned out to be exactly as we expected, with these defenses showing up and balling, right? You had the top defenses, I would say, even though they weren't ranked 1 and 2 in the RFL, they were pretty much near each other. I think it was like 3 and 4, and it was just a great game. Just too many turnovers for the offense of the Thunderbirds, and they just could not get things going, as you'll see from the main highlights from this game. But at the end, I mean, it did turn out to be towards the end in the fourth quarter, seemed like it could have been a chance of a comeback. So at least we didn't get a blowout, but the Bulldogs controlled this game pretty much all throughout, and they were able to win the game. And just a question to pose, man, it's crazy because, we talk about the NRC being the power conference, right? As the new expansion. I mean, it was first the ARC teams in the RFL. Then after the ARC teams, that's when the NRC in season 2 came into expansion with the 16 teams that are currently there now. And yeah, I was going to narrate through these things as they went through, but the ARC has won every championship, won 6 out of 8 championships. There's only been 2 teams to win on the NRC side, and that is the Explorers and the Thunderbirds. And other than that, no NRC team has been able to beat an ARC team in a championship. And the T-Birds have gone there 3 times now, the most out of any teams, and are 1 for 3. But you can see here, as the game started out, the London Bulldogs, man, they marched down the field and got picked off in the red zone. Actually got picked off twice in the red zone. But these guys managed to get down the field, score a touchdown, and that was going to be it for the rest of this game. I mean, literally both teams defensively only allowed 1 touchdown throughout this game. But it was a great job right there. If you could see the guys getting washed down, and Corian Brown takes care of the rest here. And this was the issue throughout the game for the Toronto Thunderbirds here, was just the wide receivers. You saw a couple of drops earlier, and then also the pressure, being able to get there. This young line of the Toronto Thunderbirds unable to handle this defensive front 7 of the Bulldogs. You could see Drew Brewer coming off that right side edge. LC3 had to throw it, and there was nobody open, so he just tried to get to his best wide receiver, and it sailed on him for an interception. And this just goes to show you what the T-Birds defense was doing. I mean, they did everything to try to keep them in this game. They were able to force 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions on Timmy Merritt. They had a fumble as well, and you can see this was the second interception. They were able to get on them back-to-back, that second red zone pick. And you can see here down 7-0. This was crazy, man, because this is when I thought, oh, this game's about to get ugly and out of hand. But you can see there was a flag on the play here. So when the flag actually took place, they called Shaq Tiller for defensive pass interference. It was a little bit of a bump. Would I have probably called that? No, and I don't have the sound of it, but you can kind of hear my voice. I was like, I don't know how that was a defensive pass interference, but T-Birds got lucky there. They managed to get a stop on the offense, and then you saw Bulldogs kicking field goals. They go up 10-0. LC3, another interception thrown here. Devil drags, tough concept. You got to be able to fit those passes in on a dot, because if not, these have been jumped all year. And you can see he was just, honestly, I don't even know if he was just off. This looks like this was just a great break on the football by Duke Pascal, and that's exactly what it was. I mean, look how he jumps in front of this, stags it right in front of him, and that was Cody Orr, one of their weaker defense tight ends, and they were able to get in the field goal range, and boom, knock down 3 more points. Before you know it, 13-0 T-Birds here towards the end of the half. And big catch by Saul Leckie, who had some amazing plays in this game, and that catch right there set up the defense, the field goal, and Michael Flota to be able to knock this down from 59 yards out. And that was a pivotal kick, because that put them up by 2 scores. It was 16-0 at that point, and if it wasn't for that kick, who knows what type of momentum could have shifted with them being closer without having to try to go for 2-point conversions, you can see throughout this game. But in the first half, 16-0 the score. And then T-Birds, boom, coming out on offense, interception, another great break on the football by the MVP of the Relo Bowl, Isaac Lockhart. He ended up getting 3 interceptions in this game. You guys already know the story. LC7, I forgot how to say 7 in Spanish again. But he threw 7 interceptions in this game, 3 of them to that guy right there, and Isaac Lockhart. Another just great break on the football. Wide receivers unable to create the separation. Saw a sack here, though. Once again, the defense creating opportunities. They were getting the football back. They were keeping this game within range for the offense to try to put something together. You can see they're going to take over here within the 45-yard line. Max Knight was going crazy off the edge, and then you see LC3 here. Boom. Football placed right there in his face mask, and it bounces right off his face mask. I don't think he saw the ball coming. I don't know how he didn't, but it bounces right off of his helmet. And then Isaac Lockhart, boom. Actually, that's Jacoby Haskins with his second interception of the game. So it was just a lot of drops, a lot of missed opportunities and big-time moments for the T-Birds on offense, and they get sacked here. But the defense, again, you can see no points on the board, managing to stop the offense, forcing punts, and the Thunderbirds offense, once again, like I said, just struggling, trying to set up that screen. Boom. No, sir. Mr. Jack coming through. Brodine with the sack. And they face here a 3rd and 7. And here goes a big catch by London Lions. So there's a huge catch. London Lions started to kind of catch some fire towards the end of this game. But he still had a few drops. It was tough for him to make some plays. Just great defense by the secondary. And just was able to squeeze that one in right there for a check down. And this is where the Toronto Thunderbirds were able to get their first points of the game off a field goal. And, hey, they cut it down to 13. Didn't have to worry about no 2-point conversions anymore. But it was still a 2-possession ball game. They get the ball back. And here goes a shot down the field. London Lions. Big catch on Shaq Tiller. He was lit up too on his X Factor, but it didn't matter because London Lions, we know the capability of this old veteran to come up and make plays like this. And he had to at moments to keep the game close. He just out jumps Tiller there. He doesn't even jump for the football. So just, I guess, good ball placement. And then another drop here is going to be, boom, over the middle. That's a touchdown. And drop. But luckily, on 3rd and goal, they go for it. Boom. Tate Phillips makes the catch. Touchdown. And here in the 4th quarter, I mean, we had a 6-point ball game. So even though things were ugly, I'd say the only reason why this Relo Bowl probably, it was exciting, but it was just a lot of turnovers that happened. But it still was a great Relo Bowl. And this is probably the biggest play of the game right here. Timmy Merritt with a crazy good throw under pressure. And, I mean, literally hand in his face for the swat. Isaiah Ingram, who's got X Factor abilities on, boom, throws it, goes right in the breadbasket over the shoulder. Saw Leckie making the catch, and then, you know, they just set things up. But a sack here happens. T-Birds did, once again, their defense tried everything they possibly could to stop this team from scoring points. And you can see Max Knight coming in through for that sack there. And he actually goes crazy for another sack after this. You can see coming in. Well, this was a great play by Timmy Merritt. Pressure was coming. He did that quite a bit throughout this game. Saved a lot of offensive drives with that because that pressure was coming in, and he just found a way to, you know, cool it down. But then, boom, there goes that second sack I was talking about. Max Knight, 2.5 sacks right there. He was going crazy. And unfortunately, you know, they still managed to get just enough plays to get back in field goal range despite the big plays the defense was making. And like I said, the defense was just leaving it all out in the field, trying their best to stop this offense. And there goes a flag. Another thing that helped out the T-Birds right there. They had a little penalty, pushed them back even further. So they had opportunities to try to stop, but at the end of the day, a lot going on. Holding penalty on Damian Hickman. They had to settle for the field goal. Boom. And that, at this point, that's where it got really difficult to see the T-Birds trying to pull off any kind of comeback here. Pressure coming off the edge. Boom. Interception. Nowhere to go with the football. He just knew he had to get the football out of his hands and tried his rookie Devontre Sharkley and Shaq Tiller making up for the bag he got, the bean top he got last time, and just picks it off. You can see Willis Savage coming off that left side. Felt he had to throw it. Boom. Undercutting. I mean, he's already sitting right there, and LC3 just felt pressured. Had to get it off. and it ends up costing them. And this defense still able to hold, almost had a crucial turnover right there. They did manage to get the forced fumble, and it turned out to be a 2nd and 6. It was Max Knight once again getting involved in the action. And then you can see here on the 3rd and 16, they just throw up a fade, which at this point I was questioning, why are the Bulldogs even throwing the football, right? They should have just been running the football. Would have been easier for them to just walk out of here, hurry up, kill the game as it is. But they kick a field goal, 22-10. Then another football in and out of the hands of a wide receiver getting picked off, and that's Isaac Lockhart, where he recorded his 3rd. And I think I got an instant replay of this so you could see just a rough championship game for the receivers. We kind of knew this was going to be the weekend of the offense for the Toronto Thunderbirds, but I mean, that's right there at the face mask, man. Threw his hands in his face, and London Lions, I don't know, just couldn't hold on to it. Maybe the throw was too fast for him, I don't know. And they ended up kicking a field goal off that possession there. And 25-10 is the score, and that will end up being the final. But again, just showing some more of the rest of this game, trying to throw a shot down the field. 2nd time, Shaq Tiller gets called for a pass interference. It's a 15-point ball game at this point, and this kind of puts them in range to try to make some plays. But then you see here, boom, another drop pass. Another drop pass that could have gone for a 1st down. 3rd and 13, throws it up. Don't really like the decision there. Probably could have went outside of the other guy. Tries it on 4th down. Boom, clamped up. Nobody's able to get open. There's no separation. And this is a backup safety who's not even a high overall. Keenan Grant used to be in the college series for LSU. A 3-man rush here. And this was the final play of the game, just trying to get something going. Would have been LC Says again, but he said, you know what? No, let's get 7. Interception thrown up there, as they wouldn't even let him not get a pick on the last play of the game offensively for them, as Jacoby Haskins just skyrockets up in the air, gets the pick, and these guys just put insult to injury at the end of the game with a 7 interception game. And you can see that was a crazy vert right there by the old head safety. And, you know, these guys already knew they had it in the bag, but Timmy Merritt realizing, hey, championship is won. He is the first quarterback to win more than one championship. So he's been able to, that's one accolade that Coach Reed definitely went on social media to gloat about, made a graphic and everything, posted it up on the Bulldogs page. But yeah, Timmy Merritt, 2-time champion. The Bulldogs tie the Red Dragons now for the most Relo Bowl championships with 2. Of course, as I said, Isaac Lockhart with that animation right there, that meant he won MVP. So he was the MVP of the game. The Bulldogs, man, walking out of this 25-10. I still think it was a great game, man. It was exciting if you love defense, man. I think that's really what it was. There's a lot of turnovers, total of 9 picks in this game. 2 from Merritt and 3 from LC3. Only 1 touchdown was thrown, which was from LC3, and then 1 touchdown on each side. So and then you can see the stats here. Timmy Merritt didn't throw any touchdowns. He's 281 at 2 picks. But he had some very pivotal throws within that game. Wheaton, 92 yards. He ran very well. Saul Leckie with big catches, 7 interceptions that we talked about with LC3. Marcus Knight couldn't get anything going on the ground. 13 carries, 16 yards. Just could not block for him up front. And then the leading receiver, London Lions, with 88 yards. And the London Bulldogs are your Season 8 champions. And so, I mean, it's just been a crazy season. Can't wait to see what's to come here during this offseason, Season 9, what's going to bring there. You know, this Bulldogs future is looking bright. I mean, these guys got some young talent. And I could see this franchise going for quite a while, to be honest, to compete for a championship, right? But yeah, that's how it went for the Relo Bowl, and the Bulldogs coming out on top on that. And Season 8 is officially over. So now we move into the offseason already. It's going into tactically Season 9. And so with that being said, the next topic I'm going to go ahead and move in is the off-season stage, okay? So what I'm going to do is I have the game already loaded up. I'll be going through, I'm in the NRC file right now, so that's what I'm going to just go through the team salaries and things like that. And so I could show you guys, well, actually, let me go through the re-signings first. And then we can talk about, you know, who's possibly going to be dropping out in free agency and stuff like that. So Looking at league transactions and re-signs. Like I said, coaches, I'm gonna show what you guys' moves have been so far. So let's go ahead and get a look at this. So let's get a look at Coach Roland and the Barons. He re-signed right guard Sanchez Wolford, 1-year deal, 900K. Okay, I'm not going to explain the coaches on their reason on why they signed it. They can, inform you guys that if you have any questions, if they're here in the chat or possibly on social media. Got Julian Beasley getting signed to a 2-year deal, $3.6 million contract to the Barons there at the right end. Then we move all the way down to the Condor. So this is CPU. This is my signings. So I re-signed Antares Cockrell. I know he's an old guy, 33 years old, but I was just like, hey, first of all, Condor's got a crap ton of money. So I just saw it as there might be other areas that I'm going to attack for this team. So for Antares Cockrell, he still had a lot of very, very good attributes. Even though he's a 75 overall right now, he played well at like a 78 this year, and he lost some attributes, but it wasn't anything too serious where I don't feel like if needed he could be a threat off the end. Just signed him to a 1-year contract, $3.5 million. And of course, all these contracts are here pretty much for that reason, just to sign back some guys for some depth that I feel that can still be beneficial. And then of course they can slide right off the next year. We signed a defensive end, Bradley Highsmith, there for a year, $4.2 million. I got an offensive lineman. He's a 79 overall. He's getting up there in age, 29. Got him until he's 30. 1 year, $4.5 million. And then Antoine Colquitt, tight end. Signed him back. Had to pay up for him because, for one, the Condors didn't have the greatest of season. So it's for one, a lot of guys was asking for more money. But like I said, I only was looking forward to signing mainly these guys. And so and Cockrell will be coming back for another season, giving that guy $9 million. But like I said, it's going to fall off. And the Condors, they still got a ton of money still to work with. So they ain't going to be spending no more except for on rookies or free agents that look tempting, in free agency. But got Antoine Colquitt back at the tight end position. It was only 2 signings I did for the Crusaders. Of course, the kicker of the year for the NRC, Jeff Eisen. He did really well. Signed him for 3 years, $3.6 million for the Crusaders there. Roman Franklin, he's a little bit young, not too young, but just need him 2 years for depth. Paid him up. And like I said, this is another team that's got a lot of money and they barely had to re-sign anybody back. So I just pretty much brought him back for depth, just looking to try to do whatever in free agency and also the draft. Looking at Desperados. I don't think I got to the Desperados yet. Nope, I didn't do that. Coach Forbes not with the Diablos. He had to step down, so I'm taking over for that. Haven't taken over or did anything for that team. The Elks, no, same deal for them. And the Explorers, without being there anymore, I was able to make some re-signs here. Nathan Schmidt barely took a hit at all, so I was just like, heck yeah, we signed this guy back 1 year, $10.3 million. I said he's going to fall right off. Same deal for the star tackle AJ Clifton, 2 years, $50.4 million. This offensive tackle, one of the best tackles within the game overall wise within the league, excuse me. And so I just got him for 2 more years. I think he's going to be pivotal. Just going to be around the same time that DJ's contract is up. So these high amount of dollars that are being shown here isn't going to make much of an impact because, like I said, they're going to be sliding off the next year. Other contracts going to be falling off the following year as well. One thing I will say is I kind of wish I made a mistake. I wouldn't say a mistake, but because it's less money, but probably didn't. I kind of didn't want to give him 4 years. But I think it was kind of a battle. It's a mental battle on what I wanted to do with Bradley Atagwe, right? So Bradley Atagwe is a beast of a running back. He's still going to be 29 next year, and he wanted a 4-year deal. So ended up getting him a 4-year deal worth $48 million. But I kind of thought to my head, I was just like, man, I probably should have franchise tagged him. But what kind of led me to that decision was because of the other running backs. They're decent, but I don't see a running back that if he's gone, that they're going to make the impact to really push for the Relo Bowl again. You know what I'm saying? So like, I felt like getting Bradley Atagwe back is good. And then we can still develop those running backs and then you know, if they pass him or his regression's hitting too hard at any point, then we can just throw the guys over them, and it is what it is. The Explorers definitely, you know, even after next year, should have some bread. I really don't even have to attack anything too much in free agency. So it's pretty much, you know, draft time, you know, just trying to find whoever is great in the draft to fill in those holes and to make this team even more, you know, potent as it already is. So Bradley Atagwe is going to be back here for 4 more years. And I think that's going to really help out for that playoff push still for this organization. Moving on to Gunners. I did sign 2 guys back. So I signed back old head cornerback Roosevelt Mixon. 1 year. Now the Gunners got a crap ton of money, man. So yeah, let me see some. I see Pat in the chat say AJ Clifton is back. Yep. Schmidt is back. Yep. He's ready to franchise attack. Yeah, I probably should have franchise tagged him, but I just didn't have confidence in the backup running backs, you know. And so like I was just like, man, I don't think these guys are going to be ready by next year. And without that type of back, you know, I think they would be effective, but they wouldn't be as effective, to be honest, probably without Bradley Atagwe. So I was like, give him another year, maybe 2, whatever, how much time for the other guys to develop. I mean, you still got Kareem Parker even over there, right? So it's just like, that's all I was waiting on. But Roosevelt Mixon, sign him back just for 1 year. Like I said, Gunners got so much money right now. They could really do some damage in free agency depending on who falls in there for big needs. But, you know, able to easily give Roosevelt Mixon a 1 year deal. He was able to sign back for $18.4 million. Then we had right guard Darian Paul, made a trade for him this season. I believe he was from the minors, and so just had to add him back on. You know, just give him a few more years. Kind of up there in age, 28. But you know, just to keep some solid guys on the line until, you know, we can replenish them, whether it be with draft picks or you know, free agency or something like that. And we go ahead and move on to Lancers. There's a couple of depth guys we were able to sign here. I did sign back the fullback Trip Bruce because that's not your ordinary fullback right there. I know he's still going to be in the fullback, but this guy pretty much, you give him a fullback dive, that's automatic touchdown. So Trip Bruce, got him for 5 years, very young tight end, got him for $34 million. Another team that's got a crap ton of money. So, you know, able to add him on for the long haul. And then the other guys, just keeping them on for a year, depth purposes. Let's see what the Monarchs got going on here. Okay, they didn't sign anybody yet. They had these guys from offseason. I'm just looking at the re-signs. Okay, Shamrocks. Okay, we had quite a bit of signs here. Got the punter back, pretty much just to have the punter. Signed a defensive tackle back, Marcus Acasa, back for 3 years. A young defensive tackle, $6.3 million. Pretty much, you know, there for that depth. And we also signed back John Morris, excuse me. Thought he was going to actually fall off with regression. He didn't take a hit at all. So I was like, well, you know what? Again, another team that's got a lot of money. Let's re-sign him for 1 more year. $5.5 million, able to get him back on. And then kind of had to pay a lot for BJ Christensen, but we had to keep an offensive lineman because, you know, I just don't feel like we're going to be able to get that many impact linemen out of the draft for this team. So in my opinion, I just said, you know, just keep a decent guy. I mean, he's just like a 77 overall. Did overpay a little bit for him, but kind of needed that guy just for a body on that line to be decent to hold us over until we can get some guys for that line. And then the biggest signing is this guy took the max deal of 7 years. I was kind of nervous because, you know, you only get one shot, and there was only one shot today for you to be able to pick for the coaches to be able to sign back guys who weren't signed during the season. And Rich Walski was one of those guys. I was like, man, how much money does this guy want? Like, offered him like a 5-year deal. He didn't want that. Hit him a couple times. I was just like, you know what, man? It's just let's go to the super friendly deal and just up a little bit of his bread. And he took a 7-year deal worth $32 million. But the thing is, Xavier is I know for a fact he's going to be a dog at the cornerback position, man. He's very young. I think he's 23 or 24. Might even be younger than that. I think it's 23 or 24. One of those ages. He's an 86 overall star dev, and he can easily, with a solid season or two, be an X factor and be a superstar and jump up and be one of the next top corners in the league. So I already saw the potential in this guy. So I was just like, lock him down. Don't let him go into free agency for nothing. So I just threw the money at him. Boom, he took it. Still got money for the Shamrocks, and that's how they're sitting right now. Snowhawks. Let's see what Mitch did out here. Okay, so he signed back Dylan Rollins, lineman, for a year. He's been a OG top lineman in the RFL for a while. Signed him to a $16.3 million contract. We got Lewis Griffith there, veteran defensive end, defensive tackle. He's got him as, I think Lewis Griffith, didn't he used to be a linebacker? Blanking off my head, but 1 year. He's got guys here once again for 1 year deals, and then 2-year deal for his kicker, Simon Brewer. He kicked pretty decent, I think, this year. Otherwise, he wouldn't have signed him back. Nothing yet from Justin. The Thunderbirds made a few crucial moves here. We were able to get Rashawn Manning back. Did we really? The reason I signed him back is because, you know, he's not the greatest of centers, but we're low on depth in terms of centers. Just signed him for a 1-year deal. He's older, and once again, until we find a guy who can replenish him. Adrian Brunell, this guy was the original Kicker of the Year award guy, up there in age. Signed him back for 1 more year. He's still got a leg on him, still one of the more accurate kickers. So signed him back for 1.2. And of course, the biggest signing was signing back Alex Morincola. Now, Morincola has been taking some regression for the last few years, but he didn't get hit too crazy, man. He's 85 overall corner still now. He still had a great season for the Toronto Thunderbirds this year. Still has over 80 man. He's got 81 man and 86 zone. He didn't lose anything in speed, so he's got 95 speed, so he still should be able to keep up, and his jumping is pretty high. I think he's got 95 jumping as well, so he can get up there and defend the ball as well. So I'm excited to have him back once again on another 1-year deal. Put $17.6 million to be able to lock him up, and I think that's going to keep this T-Birds defense still more competitive for at least another season, because I just didn't have faith too much in the other defensive backs. This at least gives them a year to develop. Bill Stevens, he's a good corner, but he's 27. And you know, this to you, Bill. Hey man, you need to boost your guy, dude. You know, you boost your guy this year, we're looking good. But you know, it's been 2 years now where it just hasn't been any Relo upgrade. So like, you know, I couldn't really rely on that. And I know Curtis McGriff, he's doing his thing, but he's still got another year of reloads, because I know he's going to get after it to really develop his guy. And I definitely feel like he's going to be able to work on his guy. So with a year to be able to do what he's already was doing in his rookie season, I think that's going to really help out the team and put him in a position where, you know, he's going to be good to take over eventually as that number 2 guy alongside Eric. So yeah, those are signings. So the T-Birds, see what the Tigers did out here. They signed back Louis Cadet. That's only one signing. Yeah, only one signing right now. They did sign him earlier to a 1-year deal. Looks like during week 17. That contract, of course, expired, and got him on there for 2 more years. And then as for the Wizards, let's see what Rummel's out here doing, man. Where Rummel been at? This dude's been quiet, ain't he? But yeah, Rummel, 2 signings. So he's still on his job here. He signed back his kicker, Kevin Carlson, 2 years, $8.8 million. And then he signed the center, Cameron Smithson, for a year, $3 million. So that's the NRC signings. Our cap in the RFL currently is at $270 million. Still was thinking about, you know, probably reducing that, but like, I'm still on the fence with it. I do want to kind of change it, but right now it is seeming as if, I don't know. We'll have to see. I got to see what's going on, because some of these teams' retention rate of some players is just a little bit still too high for me, but we'll see what's going on. I think I have to go to salaries. Yeah, so we could get a look at teams on guys who are dropping off here. You'll see some rookies that got drafted. I'm fixing the rookies, so no worries. If you see yourself as a rookie on a team and your contract is zeroed out, I will fix that. Your contracts will be set back to normal, so don't worry. Timmy Merritt. I said Timmy Merritt. Let's see if there's any guy in here that I would say is big name to look out for. Aiden Parker. Wait, that's a rookie. Yeah, so no big names I would have to say for the Condors and what they got dropping it in free agency. And you know what, man? I'm probably not even going to do this because this is like doing homework for the coaches. You guys need to do this yourself and figure out who's going to drop into free agency. I mean, you guys are probably going to see, but yeah, I guess for time purposes and also for coaches to do their own stuff. So I'm not going to show who's going to drop into free agency. I'll just show you guys who's getting signed. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the ARC side now. Let me go ahead and look in the chat, see what guys are saying. Said, did Jabri ever come to an agreement? Yes, he did. He signed to a 2-year deal. Was able to get him to sign that during the season. So that's great for the Gunners. Okay, let's go into the transactions. All right, for the ARC side, starting with the Armadillos. Check out their re-signs. Once again, most of these guys are for depth. Sam Boss, alignment needed for depth there. Same with Craig Black, Moffitt. No big name guys really here that I re-signed at this stage. Got the kicker, McCoy back. Okay, this is a guy, Tyrone Chapman. Able to get him for 3 years, $13.5 million. Just a little bit of a younger guy. He's getting up there within that. By the time that 3-year deal is up, he's going to be like near his 30s, or if not 30, and he could just fall off from there. Yeah, this is all depth. Oh, this is a big sign. Definitely needed Jordy Johnson back. Another player I was kind of nervous about because I thought I was going to lose him. Didn't take contracts, and I was just like, oh my goodness, another player that has a high ceiling. I think he's an 86 overall wide receiver. And if you saw the damage he was able to do this year, how fast he is, I think he's got 99 speed. Dude's a stud. So I know his potential. Signed him back for 3 years. And I think he's 26, if I'm not mistaken. He's either 26 or 25. But this contract should be able to suffice for him. And glad we were able to get him back for the Armadillos. 3 years, $70.5 million. Aviators didn't get a chance to get to them since Coach Back has stepped down. We got the Bisons, once again, depth reasons, signed back James Thompson to a 4-year deal because, I already see on the horizon, Kadron Lusk is going to be falling off. He's 88 overall right now. He didn't take much regression at all, but his time's coming, and James Thompson's been a great back for the Bisons for a few years. At times he's been able to touch the ball. Signed a young defensive end, Patrick Bradfield, back to a 3-year deal, $12.3 million. And then Lober, a little bit of a young guy, able to hold over for depth, not looking to keep him for a long term. I think he's like 27, 75 overall. So once again, just another depth signing there. Didn't do anything with the Black Knights yet. Like I said, 5 teams I didn't get to. Let's see what the Relo Bowl champions did on their re-signs. Coach was already talking about signing back this Stephen Martin guy, 4 years, $8.8 million. He's able to sign him back too. And then we get a look at the Bulls. Okay, Coach didn't get to his yet. Celtic Tigers, a few guys here. Some of these linemen and these players did not take a hit. So I was kind of excited about that, but it was a lot of guys. I'm going to go just tell you the list because, I mean, it definitely seems like the Celtic Tigers, it's going to be a rough year for them next year because there's a lot of guys that just had to go. And then the guys who didn't take a hit, they were asking for way too much money. It just wasn't enough to bring them back. So I'm pulling up my list now on my end just to tell you the names of the players that I did want to sign back, but I had to let go because it just wasn't worth it. DJ Barrow, wide receiver. He didn't take much regression. It would have been great to have another receiver there, but you know what? I was just like, man, we still got a few young guys who haven't touched the field yet. And we were able to sign back this guy right here, Ross Deerdorf, who we saw this year had a nice, solid year with the Celtic Tigers, make some big catches. Signed him to a 4-year deal worth $58 million. I see potential as well within him. Just keeping him for a decent period of time. I could see him being developed into a superstar, at least caliber wide receiver. So I signed him, and then that's really what made me decide, like, hey, I can't waste any money on getting back DJ Barrow, even though he's a solid wide receiver. I had to let go of Hall of Famer tackle and X Factor, Glenn Devine. I was trying to get him on a 1-year deal, but I was just like, I didn't even try it out because the Celtic Tigers, they're already pushing near the cap. So I was just like, nah, it's not worth the money he's asking for. This guy's asking for like 20 mil right now. So I was just like, no way, we're not going to spend that for a year. Perry Brom, the same deal. He's 30, asking for too much money. Had to let Jason Lindsley go. So that, that was tough. Wayne Babber as well. Really wanted Wayne Babber back because he didn't take much of an L. Probably going to have to fight for him, in free agency. But again, he's an older guy. He just turned 30. He's not going to get any better than that. If we lose him, it don't really matter. Just going to have to draft another guy, and I can see the Celtic Tigers just being a team where we're going to be looking forward to picking up, user players who are active, something to get, the ball rolling so that you guys can be able to fill in, because there's going to be a lot of holes actually within this team that can be filled by those user players. And that's the reason why we tell guys like, hey man, if you're active, you got a good chance. You may not start right away, but you never know what situation will come up that will give you an opportunity to start. So stay active, stay within, still keep grinding, build those reloads, and, you could be starting. But there's so many players, honestly, I could tell you that they could have been starting right now. It was the year after they got drafted, just because they didn't play the first year, guys just fell off and missed their opportunity. Could have been on the field right now. So, hey, don't miss that opportunity. That's all I'm saying. It's a great experience when you actually get to touch the field and you grind your way up. We had signed, that was not during the re-signing period, but glad to sign back Deerdorf. Glad to sign back Trey Trong. He was asking for a little bit of bread too. And I just signed him. I think he's 28 now, so he's going to be 30. We did sign back Wayne Babber. Never mind. I got him on this list like I didn't. So we got Wayne Babber back. I'm tripping. Yeah, able to get him back for a year, $9.5 million. How about that? So we sitting good. And we got Walker Yates. He's sitting good, but still some holes. This is a team, Cougars were over the 270, so I had to cut a few players. And here's the names of players that I had to cut to be within the salary cap. So, I mean, going to have some decent guys. I mean, older guys, of course, but Denard Locker has been cut. He saved us money. So, the Cougars no longer have Denard Locker. So, it's going to be the Hodge show for sure next year. So, it's going to be all Darnell Hodge. Then we cut William Vargas, the defensive tackle. He cut outside linebacker Cedric Friedman. Cut OG veteran tight end Jamil Darby. And then we cut free safety Demetrius Redmond. So for Cougars fans who know all those players who've been playmakers on the team, had to go ahead and cut them loose, man. Had to go ahead and cut those guys loose to get under that cap and free up some bread. And and able to sign back one lineman, which was Caleb Bright. The 3-year deal, fairly young, so, and he's pretty strong. So I was just like, hey, we can build on him as a piece, or at least if not, he doesn't turn out to be what we expect. He'll at least be a body for depth. And CCP in there says time to step up, Haji. Yep, and Darby's out of there, man. Tough, but had to be done. I mean, the guys that cut, able to get some decent bread back. So, and we're solid without him. Okay, moving on with the Dreadnoughts. They were able to re-sign. They re-signed, this is shocking, Javonte Gilliam. Re-signed to a 2-year, $16.6 million deal. I didn't check to see if he got any regression, but Gilliam's been here since season 1, so it's going to be 9 seasons. He's going to be playing 10 years in the RFL. How about that, man? Unless he retires or something. But Javonte Gilliam, long-time Dreadnought, going to retire Dreadnought, I think. And we'll see. We'll see what he does there with Cam Perkins. You know, that 1-2 punch been pretty solid. Let's see what else we got. Huskies didn't get to them yet, but I can tell you right now who's dropping in the free agency is Holden Wolf. He got punched in the face hard during a regression. So, yeah, that's dead. Coach Dunn signing back kicker Anthony Carney, 2 years, $8 million. He had some pretty good kicks this year. If I'm not mistaken, what did he kicker of the year? I don't know. I'm blanking. Okay, then we move on to the Pioneers here. Signed back 4 guys. Dave Callahan, he didn't take much of a regression at all. The defensive tackle position was kind of beat there, needed a body, so signed him back. And the rest was just depth for offensive linemen. So the young guy here, we were able to sign him for 3 years, $5.4 million. Brandon Mormon. And like I said, the rest of these guys pretty much depth for bodies as well. Red Dragons, nothing yet there. You see from Coach, nothing from Riverhawks yet. Sentinels, nothing there as well. And then the Voyagers, they got him re-signing Nathaniel Booker to a 5-year deal for $14.5 million. So I'm assuming that he put Booker on the practice squad, which is why he had to sign him. If you are a rookie that was moved to the practice squad though, and your contract got voided, so you have to get re-signed back. And yeah, so I like the way that Baker used Nathaniel Booker this year. He's actually pretty solid even on kick return. I mean, if you saw this guy in Florida in the RFL College Series, he was dope. I was hoping somebody would utilize him the way that Baker did. And he's got him on a 5-year deal, man. That's awesome. And so that's all the re-signs right now for all the RFL teams, guys. So that's all the news. We're about to be moving. Okay, so let me back out here just to show you guys. We're about to be moving in after today, the first stage of free agency. So free agency is going to officially start tomorrow. I'm going to finish out those 5 teams that I'm doing for the offseason for re-signings that I didn't do. And of course, coaches still have the rest of the day. I'm going to officially start the offseason at noon tomorrow. So once 12 p.m. hits, there it is, guys. First round of the free agency is going to hit. I'm probably going to have some things out, trying to see if I can get some graphics possibly made or something to be able to show you guys, you know, who's out there, who got re-signed and stuff like that. But you can see here, if you're looking at the top where it says Armadillos, it says off-season. So we're in that re-sign stage, and we got 3 waves of free agency. So first wave and second wave are usually the most busiest. And so it's going to be a lot of action going on in the next 2 days. We operate our off seasons by days. So you get an entire day to go ahead and put your bids down on players. Within our league, we got a rule set where you can't come out with a weak bid either, or a weak offer. Your offers must be in the green. And it's going to get crazy. I think it's going to get crazy in the first round. But the off season isn't hitting exactly like it did in the past, because it's not a lot of guys dropping into free agency. There's going to be some old veterans that are known, which I'm sure guys might take chances on, but you're not going to find a youthful guy where it's like, oh man, I can't believe this guy's here, and everybody's just attacking him. I don't think we're going to see much of that this year, but I do think it's going to be some battles for some old heads, man. I'm probably going to stay out of that for the most part for CPU team, because you know, I just don't feel like those guys are pretty much worth it. Going to run up the money, and then next thing you know, guys are out there broke, spending money they don't need to for their team, and you're barely going to use the guy, or the guy's going to be barely as effective as you think they are. I think the guys who should take a shot at those type of players should be teams that you really feel like you got a shot to push for the Relo Bowl or something. So that's my opinion on that. But yeah, that is the off-season stuff there. And I believe that is it that I have for RFL related content, guys. So appreciate you guys. Let me go ahead and check out, take a little break right now just to check out what guys are saying in the chat. And scroll up a little bit. Well, I guess it's so much, man, right now, because you guys have been commentating. Appreciate you guys coming out. You just doing this is I demand the trade, Lito. I'm holding out S9. Lito trying to get out of Orlando, man. What's going on? Say yes, Lito. Great news. Shit, come to T-Birds. Probably a boring off season for real this year. Yeah, it's probably gonna be it's definitely gonna be some talent there. Like I said, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna catch some guys' eye when you see like a high overall player in there, but he's gonna be old, and you're gonna, I think some guys, if they take the bait on that, I don't know if it's gonna work out for them. Said T-Birds trading for Lito. Can't, man. Ain't no way. And he shouldn't. Sorry, Lito. You gotta serve that contract deal, my guy. You on that 360 deal, man. You ain't know? You on that 360 deal, bro. I mean, you ain't getting out of this. You already know. You think Rumble gonna let you slide, bro? Rumble is not playing. You on that 360 deal. That's crazy, bro. Like, your whole life is Orlando, bro. Ain't no getting out of this. Death Row. Death Row Records, as we like to say. Let's get hashtag Death Row Records in the chat. You said, is Ryan Brinker a running back still in the league? I don't think so. Remember him, but I think he's gone now. So I would jump off a roof if I got Lito. Yeah, Lito's a dog. That's crazy, man. Yeah, you definitely gotta serve out that life sentence though, bro. You see, college series will be here before you. Yeah, it's coming up soon. And so I'm caught up a little bit. I'll save more of the questions during the the off season. I mean, during the open questions. Excuse me. But let's go ahead and dive into the CS5 stuff, right? So College Series 5 is approaching, guys. I'm anticipating on starting up the series towards the end of this month, guys. But if you are a player and you are not in the Discord server yet, or if you are in the Discord server and you have not checked your player in, you better do so by tomorrow, because once 12 a.m. hits Saturday, that's it. If your player is not in, you're done. Your player is dropped. So get on that. All right, you got to get on that. Yeah, so make sure you don't miss that. And if you have a problem or you haven't got a Discord invite, message me on Instagram or message the website. I would recommend the website more so, because in that case I can actually see your history on what you've done in the website, and that can also tell me if you applied and actually made your payment. Because if you put in a player application and you did not pay before the deadline, then you're out of the series. If you paid but for whatever reason didn't make a player application, you can get in the series because you did pay on time. And yeah, so if you're one of those guys, make sure you hurry up and contact me, because I've extended. At first the deadline was going to be today, but I was just like, you know what, let me go ahead and hold it off a little bit longer because we still got this off-season stuff going on. So the way it's going is from here till Friday, right? It's going to be the first wave of free agency tomorrow, then the second wave of free agency on Saturday, and I'm going to be opening up the transfer portal officially on Saturday, guys. So the weekend, you'll have only the weekend to make your transfers. So we'll have all the guys officially set. I'm gonna try to by Friday and Saturday morning, I'm gonna try to have the official list of who's where, so guys know what's open for you to transfer to. Then on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, those are the 2 days you have to make a transfer. And if anybody's been able to get in contact with if anybody's been able to get in contact with Creed, man, is Creed here? I didn't even check. I chat with him, man, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the because I need that file, my guy. So I'm trying to start building you guys in the college series live in front of you guys starting Monday. So yeah, if anybody gets a hold of Creed, man, let them know. Like, I need to chat with him so I get that going. Okay, let me see. And that's what I have right now. And no fun facts with Pat today, because the facts that he sent me was supposed to be before the Relo Bowl, and they were Relo Bowl type of questions. And then also on top of that, it's kind of like been a halt to the Relo Buck system. I'm actually like looking into that and seeing how to manage that, and doing some things with that behind the scenes. So not going to be giving out no Relo Bucks right now tonight. But I will say this, Pat and Pecan, they've been asking me whose schedule is better. Whose schedule should we go with for the College Series 5? And you know what? I came to the conclusion I like both of you guys' schedule. It makes sense with the ideas as to why you guys decided to make your schedule the way you did. And so I decided to leave it up to the community for the guys who are participating in the College Series. Pat and Pecan, I want you guys to post your schedules in public in the RFL, and the community will vote. What schedule do you like better? And whoever has the most votes, that's the schedule I'm gonna roll with. So it's going to be up to the community and the guys who are actually playing in the College Series to decide, hey, what schedule we rolling with? My hands are tied because, like I said, I like both the schedules. It's hard to just pick one. I don't care which one to go, so why not leave it up to the guys who's actually going to be playing it? So, yeah. That's how it's going to go, man. Official vote for the College Series schedule. And with that being said, that's it for me on the podcast. I'm going to go ahead and now leave it to open questions. So if you guys got any questions to ask me, make sure to do so here live. I'm going to go ahead and go back to reading you guys' questions. I'm sorry, I just can't scroll back. I don't know what's going on with my stuff here. So I'm only going to be answering current questions and things like that. All right, so let's go get a look at this. It says, where do you want them posted? Let me check and see a good spot here. I want you guys to post them in Warzone. It's like, nah. RFL chat would get flooded. So let me see. All right, don't we got a polls vote channel? Yeah, so why not put it into the is it the debate channel? Where's that channel at? Where we have most of our votes and stuff at. I'm trying to find it. For some reason I can't find it. But you guys know, I believe you guys know which channel I'm talking about. Debate VC rules. No, that's not it. Let's see, press conference. Say yes, say that. Yeah, the poll, wherever the polls are. I'm trying to find it. I don't know why I can't find it. I don't see any name that indicates where it is. All right, so you guys can post it there though, and then we can have guys vote on the poll. Well, honestly, I want it to be like a thumbs up because I want actual College Series guys to vote on it. I don't want it to be if you're not a part of the College Series, then you can't vote on it. I want it to actually be the guys who are participating, and then they just decide, okay, well, I like this, we like this schedule better or whatever. And, you know, thumbs up, I guess, or I don't know. Whoever has the most thumbs up, let's say that. No thumbs down, just one reaction to both. Debate channel. Yeah. Okay. It said top 100 College Series plays. Yeah, we're going to have a video. Pecan's already got that made. I'm probably not going to release that, though, until we have the teams done. Like, once I start going live and stuff like that, I'm probably going to post that after I'm finished creating the College Series 5 rosters and stuff like that. And then we're going to post that up, get everybody hyped for the season, and we're going to roll right into the season, guys. It says, any big trades you think will happen this offseason? Yeah, it'll definitely be some big trades at some point, I'm pretty sure. Do I know what? No idea. But I am also not looking forward to trades because sometimes these coaches can get out of hand with a lot of these trades. And plus, I have to do some changing up as well with some of the rule sets since... yeah, I'll be managing the trades now. So let me see. We probably shorten. Don't post. Okay, did you guys talking? When's the deadline for player applications? It's already over, my guy. If you did not apply by the 2nd of this month, then you can't apply. Yeah, so that's it. You gotta wait till next year January 1st, 2024. Always open it the first day of the first new year. But if you didn't get in by the second, can't get in now. So are you guys hiring new coaches? Yeah, I'm actually going to be looking to add on, actually do more promotions for some more new coaches and things of that nature. I just felt like I haven't been able to really push that out as much, but I'm trying to make that a focus because I didn't. There hasn't been too much promotion for RFL coaches and looking. But I will tell you guys right now, do not apply if you don't take this serious. And then also on top of that, you got to be able to have the fee, got to have a PC, got to have a PS5, because if you're looking to get in this year, you need a PS5. And then next year after that, we're looking to try to go 100% PC. All right, so you're going to need both systems. And on top of that, you got to be able to pay your coach's fee of $50 a month. If you can't do that, don't even look to apply. That helps the league with funding and things of that nature. So if you don't have that, please do not apply. Let me see. It said, do you have, okay, I used to be a college player, so I'll go. It says we having a trailer soon for the series. Yeah, we could work on that. I was actually thinking about that, but it kind of slipped my mind. So Pecan, if you want to kind of get together on that, we could try to get something going. It's not going to be any words or anything like that. Most likely going to be the college series theme song. You already know what it is. Touchdown. Touchdown. You already know that's coming. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to probably cook something up. You know what I mean? And look fire. And then we're going to roll, you know? We're going to roll. I also wanted to apply to be a player, but do not know if that's... Yeah, it's too late to be a player now, my guy. Player applications closed on the 2nd. So if you want to join TCU, oh, he's too late for that going. Touchdown, yeah. So when does user free agency start? Oh yeah. So I'm pretty sure Swindle Donut is Carlos Luzon. So after today, you're going to be a free agent. So as a user, since you were moved from your original team, you have control over where you go. So yeah, by tomorrow you will be a free agent. So the RFL needs good coaches. Yeah, we need guys who really gonna be on their stuff, stay here and actually be committed. And there's guys gotta get more active. Like I said, the more this league continues to blow up, guys are sitting good now. But when this league keeps going, and it keeps going, it's gonna be a lot of guys that's gonna be looking to apply, and that is going to push guys for their positions, and they end up might being more qualified. So I'm telling you right now, current coaches, gotta get right. New coaches, hey, gotta be able to set that standard too. And I said I already know it's coming. This is RFL. Yeah, okay. No single digits. Nope, not no RFL. You can wear whatever you want in the college series. I don't care. You should do interim coaches to see if we're. I can't do that because with the simplicity, in a sense, I guess you can say, of the way that coaching is right now with Madden, we don't have custom playbooks. There's no point of actually doing that because pretty much you'll be coaching. So I wouldn't even risk that. So the only way, more than likely, we will get coaching to where we could get coordinators and all that and possibly try that out in season 10. But right now, can't really do that. I'm only going to bring on guys I interviewed and I trust I think they're going to do a pretty good job. Said we don't. It says no Rodney. Telling no digits, no single digits, only quarterback. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay. I forgot about this. What did I miss about the upcoming college series? The main things about the college series that I spoke about is that guys, obviously from this graphic, got to be in a server and checked in. before tomorrow's over. And after that, we have the transfer portal officially opening on the weekend. So you have till Saturday or Sunday to transfer. If you don't get your transfers in by then you got to stay where you are. And I'll have a list out most likely on Saturday. So that's the main news that's going on with the college series right now. So how do you feel about the upcoming college series, Smitty? You think it's going to be weaker or stronger than last? I really don't know, man. That all depends on you guys, the guys who are part of the college series. You got to turn it up, you know. I feel it's a little bit, I'm not going to say dead, because guys definitely turned up when the college series, like the Discord has definitely been active. But, I just want to see a little bit more. And I think guys are going to really start getting more excited when the season actually starts and they start seeing how they play and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be a pretty good series. Last time, hoping this is the last time we're going to be on a mod. And then the year after that, man, when college football is actually on a college football game, that's where it's going to be crazy lit, man. So you guys are the last class to set us off, man, to end the mod era. Thought last year was, but this year is the year where you can send this off right into the next era of college football, man. So it's all up to y'all. It's all up to y'all on what y'all turn this season into. The attendance rate, guys showing up to games and just being excited, stuff like that. That's going to turn up this series a lot. And I'm looking forward to it. How many submits are in CS5 compared to... Well, it's definitely more submits from last year compared to this year. I think we had over like 230 something. My last count on... Let me see if I have... I'm trying to see if I have a college series list up here right now, just to see how many guys we currently got. There's a couple guys that aren't on this list that have been able to reach out to me. They're checking in. So we got from 6 all the way to 150, which would be 144. Oh, it's 100. It's 140. 133 prospects right now, and most of all of them have checked in, so that's good, which means they'll officially be playing this year. So we didn't have a lot of dropouts, and that's something better than what we had before. But it's still around the same, because we got like 230 something submits last year, and then we ended up with around 150, 130 guys anyway, just like how it is right now. So it is actually about the same. It looks like the retention rate of this class is better, but we'll see how that lasts throughout the year. So now we turn up for the season. Yeah, man, can't wait. Who do you think has something to prove in college series? I really don't know, man, until we get these teams built, man. That's where I'm excited. Once I start building these teams live in front of you, first time ever doing that, it's gonna be lit for sure. But if anything's got anything to prove, it's any other team outside of Ohio State. You can't let Ohio State win 3 back-to-back national championships. All right, and these guys already this year, the #1 class for the most recruits again. So Ohio State looking like the team to beat again. So it's a chip on everybody's shoulder who wants to win a national championship, and let these guys win it again. He says, it's definitely been more lively, but CS4 had a huge advantage since majority of CS3 guys stayed. Yeah, I definitely agree with that as well. That was pretty much like 2 classes put into 1. So it's about the same. Once guys get dropped out for not checking in, will you open CS5 signups again for a short while? No, once I'm closing it officially, because like I said, I'm trying to hurry up, roll into the season. So there's really no time to be adding anybody new and things of that nature. Whoever checked in on that deadline, that's who I'm rolling with. So yeah, no new guys after this. It's a good deal. Him. Are you doing a podcast to create the generic CS5 players. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that as I'm creating. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna create I'm gonna go live and create full teams. So like while I'm creating your team, I'm gonna also create your generic players live, as I talked about with the chat GDP thing using AI and stuff. It's gonna be fire. So I'm gonna be going by teams and creating a whole team and showing guys, you know, uh, who's who, what's what's the overall, like where's guys going. It's gonna be pretty fire. Yeah, most def, I have everything to prove. So is the transfer portal opening this weekend? Yep, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Any big players from CS4 going to be in CS5? Well, we know a couple guys like some of the quarterbacks. Jordan Granger, Devin Diggs, one of the guys. He was from UCLA. He's transferring though. Same with Granger. Dorian. There's another guy. There's a lot of quarterbacks that mainly stay. Ronnie Shanahan. I gotta get with Ronnie too, cause something else. But let me see. Xavier Savage. I think Lito's gonna keep that guy in college for 4 years, bro. That dude, and he's switching to free safety. So yeah, he's got his bailout plan for just in case he can't escape this 360 deal. He's gonna go ahead on with Mr. Savage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know off the top. Oh yeah, Euro Winbush is coming back. Yeah, you already know I'm hip, bro. I'm already hip. I need Miami to win the Natty this year. Hey man, y'all been close. Y'all been close, man. Kind of glad I have to wait. I can plan out my player a little more. Yeah, it's gonna be lit, man. I'm trying to tell you. College Series 6 is gonna be fire, bro. That new college game, it's gonna be fire. So yeah, even if you miss this year, next year is gonna be definitely gonna be dope. So I'm definitely in there. You said you doing that Monday? Yep, doing that Monday. At first, I was gonna do the membership thing, which would have been straight. But I don't think I'm gonna have too much time to be able to cut up those videos like I thought. So I'm gonna just go live in front of everybody. So I'm just gonna go live and just do it there with no cut ups. And you got Russell Shackelford majoring in scuba diving at Ohio State. I don't know what guys' majors is. I know where they're going, but I didn't even know scuba diving was a major. Unless you just made that up. As this Walker gotta have a bounce back year. Yes, it's good. Mark Frederick, Xavier coming back to Ohio State. Osbury, everybody live. Okay, it seems like I'm caught up here. But yeah, if anybody got any more questions, feel free to ask. But probably gonna go ahead and log out of here by either 10 o'clock, depending on the questions. If not, then in 2 to 7 minutes at 9:45 or 9:50 Eastern time. For guys who don't know what time it is on my end. Says, I don't think the brother is going to check in. I think that brother is going to check. Who'd Pat say? Logan Gold member is back to Alabama. Oh, did Goldsberry check in? He's supposed to come back, right? Oh man. Let me see. I got Alabama stuff right here. Yeah, he's supposed to be one of those guys. I think every quarterback checked in except him. So, if you on Bama, get with your boy. Tell him you better check in today. I mean, but yeah, shoot, today if you can. Better be in by tomorrow. It's gonna be a wrap. It says, damn, Bama needs a quarterback. Call. Yeah, who knows? It might be a generic coming out of Bama, man. Turn them boys up. Sleep on them generics. Every player's going to be draftable this year. Ain't going to be no real life players. So it's going to be crazy. I didn't see him yet. So where should I move Cinco? He's alone at Clemson. I don't know. Check and see who got a quarterback spot open. I don't know. We got 13, I think, quarterbacks. Let me see how many quarterbacks we got. So we got 13 quarterbacks. So yeah, oh yeah. Also, if you are a quarterback in the college series, you better reach out, or I'm going to try to reach out as well to you guys to pay that extra $30 fee. If you don't have that fee in on time before the season start, we're going to get a generic in there to replace you, man. So told y'all guys about that on the application. He says, are the 32 college teams the same? Did any change? Yeah, they're going to be the same. Didn't want to change up anything because some generics and stuff was coming back. So I didn't want, teams to have to move, players to have to move and stuff like that. They might want a generic quarterback anyway. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Pat. If that Bama spot opens up, Cinco Cardenas trying to go to Bama. When will the top 100 RFL players list be dropping for season 8? I have that list already. I just have to work on graphics. So I want to make it a whole graphical presentation. So that'll probably be dropping later on throughout the college series. No exact time on that, but it will be throughout the college series. I'll be dropping them by 10s. Thank you. Everything you do. Appreciate that, JoJo. Appreciate all y'all boys, man. Let's get hashtag league first, man. RFL. Ain't nothing without y'all. Clemson will take its chances with Smitty's AI generic. Yeah. He's gonna be ChatGTP, man. ChatGTP gonna come up with these. You're gonna see. It's gonna be wild. You're gonna see what they come up with. Might be some fire generics getting made by ChatGTP, man. Smitty's still gonna be able to put in my request. I've fallen, bro, into any college. Oh yeah. We talked about that. Yeah, I could do that. All right, I just got in contact with old Goldsberry. We probably need to hurry up and do that before I actually start building the generics. But I'll talk with you on that. It's gonna be interesting to watch. I don't know, CPU, yeah. Or I could go back to A&M. I don't think nobody's at A&M. That's why Zion mad right now because he thought he had a quarterback. You go to hey yo, Zion gonna be hot. He was trying to stay at Texas A&M and he had a quarterback since his quarterback life. He was like, man, I gotta roll out. Next thing you know, we're gonna get a quarterback in there anyway. You're gonna be like, wow. Tennessee needs a new QB. If you go to if we see Arizona State week 2, I see we play Arizona State week 2. Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know any real life matchups of the teams that we do have of the 32 in our college series, they happen at those same exact weeks. So at least you know that those games are official and are going down in the RFL college series. All right, guys, guess I'm gonna push it to 10 minutes. Guys still asking a few questions. Yes, I'm staying there. Guys just chatting. Okay. I'll go wherever. Get me some help. Don't want to be alone. Cinco, come to USC. We have wide receivers in protection. It seems like guys just communicating amongst each other right now. So guys got most of their important questions asked. Hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. this is the last podcast before we get into college series action, guys. Make sure you guys stay posted on social media, just in case, like I said, if I could get time to get some graphics made so that you guys can, get a look at who's getting re-signed and stuff like that. I already did most of that here live on this podcast for all the re-signings right now. Coaches most likely going to post, whatever extra on their page. So you guys can look up for all of that there. And free agency coming, man. 3 waves of free agency. Free agency is going to start tomorrow on Friday, and it's going to end on Sunday. And I don't think there's 4 waves, but I think it's 3 waves, and then 4 is like the recap, and then that's where we stop with Madden 23. And then we wait till Madden 24 comes out, and we get to work building for Season 9. But appreciate you guys once again, as always, tuning into the RFL. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe to the Relocation Football League if you are new and aren't already. And make sure you go ahead and hit that hashtag league first before you guys roll out. That's going to be it for me. Till next time.